Bobo believer game. Like, even if he had the best Pokemon on the planet, that's not what that looks like in any realm of possibility for the believers. So like I said, they need to bounce back in a big way. Banning Tree is huge here.
Yeah, banning Trevenant, a big play right there. They do not want to deal with Brub's Trevenant at all.
Banning out Urshifu is good too, of course, but this opens up the opportunity for Dodrio.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting. Banning out Urshifu when Nouns did so well with it here in game number 1. I figured they might actually want to pick it up as we're seeing, yep, Espeon and Slowbro on the side of Tali Bobo.
If you're Megu and you have the opportunity to take Slowbro, you take it every time. It's definitely their best Pokemon.
Yeah, here we go. We've got Sixies looking to lock in here. There's the Mew, and there is the Snorlax from Brub. We saw some great Snorlax plays from Brub earlier.
And they need to keep that going. Zervis back to Eldegoss is what I like to see. You mentioned their recovery numbers, and they took a lot of damage, which is what facilitated that. But the early game pressure that Zervis can put on with that is going to be a critical component. Toon grabbing Dodrio, like the sound of it.
Yeah, I like the sound of that a whole lot. Nouns Esports looking in to lock their final 2 Pokemon right here. What are they going to pick? Obviously, Zacian not available for play yet in this tournament. Let's see what they can bring to the table. Oh, Gotlu locking in that Scyther.
Yeah, currently on your screen, of course, is Scizor, but the angle that most players choose when they select it is the Scyther skill path here. I'll tell you what, Spraggles, real quick while they're doing the final preparations, I was talking to the coach of Nouns Esports, Blaine, yesterday, and he mentioned, look, day 1, Nouns Esports looked like the only team on stage that wasn't having any fun, and this is not what this is about. They had a mental reset last night, and look at them, finding themselves in the grand finals, taking an absolute beat down to the Tali Bobo believers.
Yeah, I mean, they are looking like a completely different team from day 1. We've got that final lock-in, the Zorororororork on the side of Tali Bobo, a Pokemon that we see a lot more in NA than we do EU. It recently got multiple buffs also. I would love to see more teams pick up Zororork.
Klaus obviously has had some shining moments this weekend. I would love to see a big-time Klaus bounce back pop-off game, and especially on the Zororororok.
Here we go. Our team's loading in here for game number 2. We're going to have to see if Tali Bobo is still playing like they did in game number 1, or if that was a bit of a fluke. They're ready to turn this thing around and show Nouns Esports who the real top dogs are.
Yeah, well, right now they found themselves one step closer to the AEOS Cup, but as the kids say, work's not done. You got a lot of games ahead of you, Nouns Esports, to earn that thing, but you know they're hungry.
Kids are always saying work's not done, but you've got a lot of games ahead of you, Nouns Esports, but you are hungry as we head in here to game number 2, Nouns Esports, Tali Bobo Believers, let's go.
Game 2 on the hop. Gatlu taking the central, no problems. Urshifu's been banned 24 times and has a huge pick rate. You know why? Because it's good.
Yeah, Urshifu quite good as we're seeing Zororork heading into this central area right here. Needs to get that level 5 early so that it can get its moves. As soon as that's done, we'll see if it's Feint Attack or Night Slash. Both pretty powerful moves. Most top players are playing Feint Attack.
Big astonished by Geese, had an opportunity to KO Slim there, Toon, but Sixies peeled back because they didn't want to get KO'd themselves. But it just shows how skill shot intensive Geese is with that Pokemon, being able to stun a mobile Pokemon like Doduo.
Here we go, just continuing to clean up some experience in the top path. Gotlu coming up here. There's the Scyther. It's got the dual wing beat. We've got another sneaky assassin type Pokemon there. Another speedster, if you will. Scyther's very much a speedster. Ooh, and what are we doing here, Klaus?
Just grabbing a berry off the backside of the map, so if Gatlu gets chased down, they can't grab that berry for themselves. Decently intelligent move there as the birds are eviscerated. The engagement happens. Can they get a convert on Gatlu? They just blink out of existence by another amazing hyperspace hole by Geese.
Incredible hyperspace hole right there. Keeps Gatlu happy, healthy, not able to pick up a big KO. I love that play, stealing that berry right there. So incredibly close to getting a KO on Scyther. Not able to make it happen, as now we have Eldegoss on the battlefield.
Daesu and Bruv holding it down in the face of two players, the Tali Bobo Believers. Megu comes through with the surf. They really like that surf, bro. So do I, and theirs looks pretty darn good. Lundaru there, going to have to level up. You want to see them get a little bit higher than 5 and be able to push the pace in the bottom path.
We are keeping Zoroark in our top path right here as we sent the Dodrio into the central area. Scyther coming on up here. Comes Gotlu looking to pick up a KO, looking to pick up another. Can it get 2? Yes, it does.
Boom, that's huge. Yes, they got one back the other way, but you saw Gatlu didn't engage on the Zoroark. They went straight for Zervis, cutting off the heels, and then after that, it was Fisher-Price too easy.
Nice play there, taking down this Espeon. Gotlu's running to this bottom path reader, possibly looking to pick up a KO on this Slowbro right now. Let's see, big score, 30 points raining in. Nice stuff here as we are stacking up with our Scyther.
Big heavy slam to allow Gatlu to get the backside of the goal zone. The surf goes wide, and Megu doesn't have anything in the tank to stop a big 30-point score. Nouns Esports looking flossy early.
We've got Mew, and we've got, Mew heading back to bases. Scyther heads up top, a big KO onto the Zoroark there, and we are continuing to push. We want more stacks for our Scyther.
Sixie's trying to keep off Zervis, and they are successful as more points go in for Gatlu. I mean, Sixie's and Gatlu are getting huge. Look at that level 9 Scyther. Tali Bobo Believers forced to just try and take Registeel. Mew Unite is out. Nouns Esports looking for an opportunity. Espeon Unite tries to catch, but it doesn't matter. Bruv is on the backside. Zoroark comes through. They get eaten up by Geese, no problem. Big time pressure back, but that's a sealed up objective for the Tali Bobo Believers. That's why you take Espeon. That's why you put it on Lundaru, so you can take those wins.
Yeah, absolutely. Great plays there by Tali Bobo Believers. You know, they were getting beat a little bit in the fight, but they always had that Espeon around, and you cannot take an objective with an Espeon around.
Yeah, Nouns Esports took a great fight, but Tali Bobo Believers left with the objective and all of their players standing, which was the most important part there. Sometimes when you see an objective steal, you see tons of KOs raining into the face of the team that stole it, but right now, Tali Bobo Believers are doing what they can, making chicken salad out of chicken stock.
Here we go. Big Unite move here by the Scyther, pushing forward, looking for a KO here on Zoroark, but it's getting turned around on him, and it looks like they might be going back in. Here comes the Dodrio looking to pick something up. No thank you, says Bruv. Big time block stops that from happening.
Yeah, but they don't catch the reset, so Bruv is getting low. Klaus can make this engagement. They get a KO streak of 2. They're finding their mark now. They're heating up, no question. Gatlu's willing to battle, though. They're on the backside, but Zoroark misses that skilled move, ends up on the backside of the goal zone, and that's an easy KO for Nouns.
There we go. Bruv gave him enough time to come on back with full health, come back in here and get a nice double KO.
And that's exactly what you want. We're sitting here, Tali Bobo Believers just doing the light work here, trying to make sure this Regieleki doesn't hit, because that would open up the possibility for a big-time overdunk. Here comes the Zoroark for the support, but really the work needs to be done on a different place in the map, as Lundaru is here by themselves, and Sixies is getting more stacks in, and Daesu can bully if they want.
Yeah, these are these moments where these teams, you know, they have these, oh, look at the eject button. They said, look, I know I'm going down here. I want my stacks. I need my attack weight stacks. It's going to make me big and strong, and they're right. Eat your attack weights, kids.
Bruv tried to catch the Dodrio with a heavy slam, but Toon darts through and makes big moves here as they do catch Megu, but Toon Slam goes straight for the score. They get a couple. Not a bad look for them. 10 points in short order. Big block by Bruv. They want to hold down this goal zone as the Basement Reggie is here, Spraggles.
Basement Reggie is here. We just got a Unite move for Scyther. It just popped up as available. Again, we're going to have to see what they want to dive in on here. Looking for the Zoroark. Zoroark unites as they are pulling back right now.
Hoopa is unbound and chucking fists in the air. They're trying to stun them down, but here comes the Gatlu Unite KO streak of 2. They're heating up. Finally slow beamed and dealt with as the Espeon gets credit for it, but a lot of the work done by Megu. Sixie's still in Megu's face. Megu has an opportunity for a KO. They get it. Slowbro's not that bad at playing some offense here, and them getting a KO isn't bad. Tali Bobo Believers have an opportunity to rip here as Nouns Esports is still coming off respawn. We get a KO on the backside of the map, and Tali Bobo Believers finding a way.
Yeah, these fights are going to start being a little different, I think, for Nouns Esports, because now that we have a Unite move on Slowbro, it's going to be really tough for Scyther to do what it needs to. Basically, the biggest counter to any Pokemon like a Scyther is a Slowbro, and we saw it in that last fight.
Slow Beam is such a good Unite move. If they hit the correct target, it's an absolute lockdown, focus fire opportunity for the team, and an easy KO. Doesn't matter which character you pick. Tali Bobo Believers looking to bounce back here. They're down on the scoreboard, but they brought some of this experience to parity.
Yeah, we can see Toon Slim hanging out in the central area there of Nouns, just looking to pick up some of those buffs as we got a nice big secure here in the top path. Power-up punch taking that down. As in the bottom path, we have 3 members of Tali Bobo, 4 now pushing onto this goal.
Nice little X-speed push there by Bruv to keep the goal zone in nice and healthy at 70 points here. Tali Bobo believers have 4 players and they want to make a move of it. Adesu, big solar beam into the light screen, tons of damage on Toon Slim, but they're pivoting onto Adesu. Here comes Bruv. Espeon Unite catches them. Can they get the KO? They do in short order, of course. Holding it down is Bruv. They're trying. Giz is here with the hyperspace highway. Tali Bobo believers want points, but Giz is making moves. They try to get poached by Toon Slim. Toon Slim keeps the pressure on, and Bruv still holding it down with a big block, sending Tali Bobo believers back, and they might have just held this defensive stand. That was classy, Spraggles. No points going in.
I guess we found out what happens when an unstoppable object runs into a brick wall like Bruv. My goodness. I mean, the defense right here, stopping 4 members of Tali Bobo.
And they were outnumbered the entire time through that fight. It was just Adesu and Bruv, then just Bruv, then just Bruv and Giz, and they held it down, not a single point going in.
Take a look at this. In the bottom path, we have a Reggie spawning, but there's going to be almost no time. Just about 2.5 seconds right here, meaning we are not getting a bottom Reggie fight. The next thing that's going to happen will be our Rayquaza fight. The question is, how is this fight going to manifest? Right now, Nouns Esports up by almost 200 points, so Tali Bobo is going to need to try to make a play. You can see Nouns watching their top goal right here because, of course, this Dodrio is trying to be a sneaky little bird.
Of course, Gatlu just hanging out, trying to keep eyes on Toon Slim. That's going to be important as Tali Bobo believers are jumping in the middle. They're trying to keep track of where all these players are. Here comes Bruv, though, and we know they can stay in the pocket for a while. Megu susses them out. Boosted auto comes through. We got a little 1v1 action. Gatlu, but Toon Slim's on the backside, and the double dual wing beat just misses.
You'll notice Toon Slim uses the Unite move right there. Gatlu has not yet used their Unite. This could be a big, big win for Nouns Esports as we push forward towards this fight. Slow, bro. Snorlax trying to go home, but Lucario getting picked off.
Big engage, and Klaus is feeling it. They're trying to get in the mix. 2 players down, and that is all on Klaus. They're making it happen. Snorlax goes down, Hoopa goes down. It's just the Scyther standing. And no, it's the big-time slow beam. Tali Bobo believer says, you got an ace, we'll take it right back. There's 4 in the deck. Let's get after Rayquaza getting melted here, Spraggles. Duck it time.
This is what we talked about with Tali Bobo believers. That slow beam is such an amazing counter to that Scyther right here. Points raining in. Right now it's still incredibly close. 230 to 312. We've got some shields, and a shield on Dodrio is such a difficult thing to deal with here because that Pokemon is so incredibly mobile. They need to break this right now, and no, they still have not. Still has a shield.
They moved around very well there, and they're escaping with just the sliverest of shields. Megu's holding on the back, but they're pinned by the light screen into the wall. They're trying to put pressure on Adesu. They get blasted by a big-time solar beam. Megu's on the chase a little bit, hitting that Amnesia, trying to forget that beat down as the Surf catches Adesu a little bit, but look where the Dodrio is. Megu's buying time. They're trying to get everyone's attention. They're leashing back to the middle. Focus on me, focus on me, focus on me. Here comes Toon Slim going for the quick score, stretching this lead out, making sure they're a little bit more safe.
Toon Slim able to score right there. That's huge. Another 48 for Tali Bobo. And no one from Nouns is able to score right here. Tali Bobo takes game number 2.
This is what... Oh, another scrubbing. There's only 2 aces left in the deck. Make that 1. Tali Bobo believers getting 2 there. We're going to see this score line populate, get a little reaction. Toon Slim says, thumbs up. We got this, baby. Bang. 486, 230.
Yeah, incredible stuff there from Tali Bobo. That fight looked amazing, and you know, this is something that we talked about inside the match. That Scyther, incredible until it runs into that slow beam, and then it is just a sit and duck.
And it made it Megu's job incredibly easy because they had such a strong engagement on the rest of the team. All that was left was the Scyther. You don't even have to worry about aiming it then or getting the right target. You just press the button as soon as they try to engage, and you know Scyther has to try to engage. Gatlu did all they could, but they got caught in the slowest of beams.
And now you can see, you know, we're discussing what happened in that last match, what could have been done better in some of those moments. Obviously, there was a fight in the top path between Scyther and Dodrio. It was incredibly close. Maybe if that Scyther Unite move was used earlier,